What's good, Neo Nation? What's good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, what's good? Or what do you do? Come on, what's up? Before we get into this video, you guys already know the drill, okay? I need you guys to hit that little somewhere here so you can be part of the notification squad. And I need you to go follow me on my social media at neorapetsoa on all social media platforms. Hi guys, it has been a while since I've had a one-on-one with you guys, man, and I just figured, like, why not? It's been a minute, so why not? I hope you guys have a cup of something or a glass of something in hand, because we're gonna have a chit chat today. We're gonna have a little chit chat, all right? I don't know, man, I feel like I haven't done a chit chat just with you guys in a while, a very long time. So I was like, you know what, today let me get, it's rainy, it's gloomy, it's cold, let me give me some tea so I can talk to my people. How cute is my cup, guys? It says took a DNA test, results show that I'm 100% unmotivated. We're gonna take out the un part for today because I'm definitely motivated right now, hence I'm filming a video. But it's so cute. But anyway guys, today we're going to be doing a cup of chit chat. So cute. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. It's actually very interesting why I decided to do this today. I have had a very, how do I say this? I've had an evolution in the way that I perceive myself and in the way that I've accepted myself, my skin tone, my body, every shade of my beautiful that I have, you know. And it's something that I was just like, you know what, actually I think I'm at a point in my life where I feel like I want to actually just talk about it, you know, just because it's good to always talk to somebody about these things, you know. And y'all are my family, so I share everything with you guys, you know. But also just in case there's somebody who feels like they're struggling with something that I used to struggle with, or they're just in the same place as me, you know, because it's good to connect. But yeah guys, basically, for those of you that have been here for a while, you guys know that I've always been an advocate for black women. I've always been an advocate for dark skin. I've always been an advocate for women in general, and for self-love, man. You guys know that I've been an advocate for self-love, for people loving themselves. So I have always been very open and honest about my journey and my difficulties growing up as a dark-skinned black woman, and just my difficulties as growing up as a woman in general, and you know how difficult it's been for me to accept myself and so forth and so on. But I've never really, I don't think I've ever really spoken about it now as like an adult. I consider myself an actual adult now because get text and etc. Nothing is cute. But yeah man, I feel like I've never really spoken about it in that context, and it's something that's very dear to my heart. I will say for a fact, tracking back to as long as I can remember, acknowledging what self-image is, from as long as I can remember, man. Also, I used to model when I was younger. I used to model, and that is one of the reasons I actually stopped modeling, was because I felt like I was getting too big. Which is so funny, because you know when you think like you're big and then you look back at your pictures and you're like, girl, what were you talking about? Most literally, what were you on about, you know? And that's literally been my relationship with my body. But also I've had a very tricky relationship with my skin. I'm evidently melanated young black queen. It's quite evident. But I grew up, I think, subconsciously being very affected by colorism, but it was never harsh colorism that I experienced, you know. I never experienced harsh colorism, or rather I was never entirely attentive to it, because my parents always made sure to raise me very confidently to make me feel beautiful, you know. I think I honestly only started realizing that things like my height, being tall, I mean I'm 172, 173, which is quite tall for a woman in South Africa, because you know, yeah, we're just not a vertically advantaged country. But yeah, so it's things like how tall I am, my skin tone. It's only once I started hitting my teens in high school, I think, when I started going out, probably around like 15, 16, that I realized that, oh wait, this could be a disadvantage for me. Which was not a very nice thing to realize. I'm gonna be very honest, it was not a very nice thing to realize. I had never had a problem. I never had a problem with having dark skin. I had a problem with getting darker. There it is. So I never had a problem with being melanated. I just had a problem with getting darker, and I had a problem with hyperpigmentation, or all the things that come with, you know, being highly melanated. So that was basically my relationship with my skin for a long time. And so much so that in my senior years of high school, I discovered Facetune. Woo! Oh my goodness gracious. Guys, I discovered Facetune, I think I was 16 or 17, and there was a solid year that it was literally like drugs to me. Like, I could not go a day without Facetuning, right? And you know what the funniest thing is that most of the pictures that I Facetuned, I never was able to post. Because a part of me was always like, this is not me, and I know this is not me, so I don't know if I can post this. I don't know if I want, I don't know if I want that. I don't want somebody to catch me out on that, you know. So things like that, man. Like, things like I used editing apps, filters that made me look relatively lighter, posed in ways that made me look skinny, didn't wear things that made me look big. And then it got worse as I grew and my body developed, you know. And I remember in matric, like my bra size doubled in like the space of 6 months. I think I almost like, I could not even stand to like look at myself, you know. So I've always been very good at covering the way that I feel about myself with my confidence, because confidence is something that my parents have instilled in me at a very young age, which I'm very grateful for. But at the same time, it took away from that opportunity of realizing, like, I'm not happy with this, and I need to learn to be happy with this instead of trying to change it, you know. The funniest thing is that it was only when I started varsity that I think those first 2 years of varsity, it worsened. It worsened. My self-esteem and my love for my skin, my body, my height, my personality, all of those things sort of started taking a bit of a, it wasn't in the greatest condition. I wasn't in the greatest condition via those things, because now you're in social spaces where you're starting to realize, or it's being made very clear to you, that you don't fit in the prototype, for lack of a better word, of the beauty standard, you know. I never for 1 minute, let me get something out, I never for 1 minute thought I wasn't beautiful. I think I've always being beautiful has never been a problem for me. I've always believed I'm pretty or beautiful in my own right? But it was being beautiful according to the standard that could get me either attained by a boy that I like, or to the standard that could get me liked in a social space, you know what I'm saying? Or to a standard that could grow my following, or do you know what I'm saying? Those kinds of things it was never a being beautiful thing. It was a being beautiful according to a certain standard, you know? And fitting into this kind of beauty, that was something that started becoming very evident to me in varsity as I started going out more into spaces that weren't just teenagers, but now it's adults of all sorts of shapes, types, colors, and so forth and so on, you know. So yeah, that was really the relationship that I had with myself, with my skin, with my body. So for me, it was really just, it was a very interesting transition that I had, right? And the reason I'm telling you guys all of this is because literally beginning of this year, I don't know what happened. I'm gonna be so honest in saying I do not know what happened. But there was a day I woke up and I decided I'm my prototype. I'm my own prototype. I'm my own shade of beautiful. I am my own dream girl. Because there's certain girls that I grew up wishing to look like, right? Not specific people, but a certain image of, you know, women that I grew up wishing to look like, that I grew up wishing to behave like, being mysterious, being petite, be it being light-skinned, be it being whatever it might be at the time, you know. But there was a day this year that I woke up and I said, I'm actually my dream girl. Like, I am her. I am actually her. And I'm so grateful that I had that moment, because literally when I tell you guys, from that day, I don't know, like, I've had a lot of moments, you know, you have those moments where you're like, let me start loving myself, let me start being myself, let me start, you know. And it's all cute and great to talk about self-love and be like, oh yeah, kumbaya, whatever, but it's very difficult to actually put it into practice, guys. It's very hard, especially because we live in such a social media driven era that everything is in your face. You're bound to want to compare yourself to people, you know. So it's very hard to get to the point where you find things that work for you, find remedies that work for you, find routines that work for you, you know. So I sort of just woke up and I said, I'm my dream girl. from this day forth, everything and anything that I do, I'm investing in making sure that I feel beautiful in every shade that I come with. In every era of my life, I will feel beautiful. You know, there are days, I'm not gonna lie, even today was one of those days where I woke up and I said, yo, my skin is not looking good. And I said, no girl, as opposed to what? It's yours, isn't it? You know? So honestly, it's been a very interesting journey, I think, for me, having come to this point of being a young woman now who's like, I do still have insecurities for sure. I do still have things that I struggle with accepting for sure. And I've also stopped putting myself in spaces where I don't feel appreciated. I've stopped doing that to myself. I have really stopped doing that to myself. There were certain people, there were certain circles, certain environments that I knew did not make me feel good as a person. They either made me feel like I'm not doing enough, I don't have enough money, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not a baddie enough, I'm not mysterious enough, I'm not enough. You know what I'm saying? And I just figured to myself, and I said, you know what? Those spaces are just too little for a girlie like me. I need to take up space. I don't want to blend in. I want to stand out. And if this space makes me feel uncomfortable for standing out or for being myself, I'm going to remove myself from these spaces, you know? And I think that one of the most interesting things about my journey is that I didn't realize that investing in routine in context to the products that I use on myself and the products that I choose to use that feel like they're best for me is something that is so important. You know, I started taking a lot more care of my skin now. I started taking a lot more care of my body. You know, I stopped treating everything as a now thing and a quick remedy, and I just started saying, let me invest in myself, so that even 10 years from now, this is a routine. It's become a part of my daily life. You know, I mean, certain things like my facial products, my facial routines, going to my skin esthetician for appointments, those have become a part of my daily life. Certain things like discovering new products. I discovered this new product actually. I discovered a new product by Nivea. Let me show you guys actually. I'll be back. But I was saying I discovered a new product by Nivea. It's called the Radiant and Beauty Even Glow. It's their new product range, and it's a lotion that has pure vitamin C, and it's enriched with pearl extract, turmeric, and SPF 50. Now we all know that SPF is so important, especially if you is melanated. Actually, melanated or not, you better be using sunscreen, guys, because we do not want to be ending up in our 50s looking crankly and old because we didn't use sunscreen in our 20s. So tap in, whether you're 20 or 13, please do not take advantage of how good sunscreen is for you. But yeah, so this was a product that I actually found. Let me show you guys. Honestly speaking, for me, especially now in the winter time, it has done miracles for my skin. And I'm gonna be so honest, and okay, I don't want to say miracles and then I sell it to you guys, and you know, but I'm gonna be very honest in saying, like, it's been like, it's extremely nourishing. You know, when you put on lotion and you're like, yo, I have lotion on my body, like I'm nourished, like I am moisturized, there's no ashiness in sight, just moisture. That is literally what the Nivea Radiant and Beauty Even Glow has sort of like done for me and my skin. It's very good for dark spots as well. It's very good for dark spots. It's very good for blemishes. It's very good for keeping your skin hydrated for a very long period of time, guys. Like, I'm not even trying to buy face. I really enjoy this product, and the reason that I'm telling you guys about it is because genuinely, like right now going into the winter time, I think a lot of the times we struggle with finding products that can help us be nourished and don't require us to put like 7 million oils in them. And what I feel like Nivea has sort of tried to do with this product is that they've sort of like all the oils that you know growing up, like you see your mom put in different oils in the lotion, and then it just comes out and it's like one huge like combination of moisture and oils. I feel like they've sort of done that, but in one bottle. Like, they've done it for you, which I really appreciate. Certainly. So yeah, guys, that's just basically like a little chit chat about like self-love and my, you know, journey with self-love and whatever else. But I will say for a fact that I'm really getting to a point where I'm starting to be a lot more comfortable in the woman that I have become. I'm starting to desire less of everybody else's lives and womanhood and journeys, and starting to be like, but there's so much beauty in my journey. So much beauty in my journey. There's so much nourishment. There's so much fulfillment in my journey. And I am truly and honestly very appreciative of the fact that I'm able to be in a place like this, and to be in a place where I can share my voice with you guys. And that if there's anybody that is watching this, young or old, black or white, you know what I'm saying, like no matter who you are, no matter where you are, I think it's very important that we take time to be raw and honest about where we come from. I've come to a point now where I'm ready to accept every shade of my beautiful. Yeah, and it feels good. I will say for a fact, it feels good. It feels really good to be here. So yeah, guys, I that's honestly all from me to you guys. I love having chit chats with you guys. I don't do it often, but I really do enjoy it when I do, and I really hope that you guys did take something from this. Please do tell me in the comment section if you know you've had a similar journey, or like let's talk, you know, let's talk about it. And let me know if you guys want me to do more of these videos where I talk about my journey with different things, not just my skin. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Okay, please hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. Comment down below for any more videos you'd like to see, and last but definitely not the least, subscribe to my channel for more craziness. Bye guys.